Monokuma with a surprise like, "Oh, hi, Monokuma! Monokuma!"
Monokuma appears!
JK, not dead, lol. In fact, I'm
Still
surprised you didn't say that.
Oh,
Oh, wait, hold on.
at least the buns are working.
Thank God. Alright. Sorry, go ahead.
I just said I knew.
Oh. Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the RP Geeks. I'm Sammy Grayson. Here with me again, our Ghost of Riddles and Opie Man.
Oh, hi.
And welcome back to DanganRonpa. Someone's dead, and we're not sure who.
Is it Kyoko?
It's
Is it the
assumed to be
mastermind?
Kyoko.
Is it this mystery person? Well, we'll find out.
Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
And let's start by checking out the Monokuma file.
Oh,
Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate.
Yep.
Have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. Need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden, he says out loud.
Monokuma file number 5.
Alright, back to the garden.
A little bit of Monokuma in my life.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was inevitable, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It is Monokuma file number 5, after all.
Yes.
Okay, time to get started. Need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. Just need to do what I always do.
Yep.
Start by looking at the body.
Look at the body.
Check the body more thoroughly. Maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not.
How the hell are you expect to do that? Oh, wait.
Huh? Something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. Really long. Seem like they get in the way of normal activity.
Fake
Also,
nails.
the huge... Yes, fake nails. That's the standout feature here.
Yeah, this is no way Kyoko.
You're putting together.
There's also something in the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? Got burned so I can't make out the whole thing, but... Are you sure about that? Looks pretty clear to me.
It looks like a wolf there, sir.
It definitely looks like a wolf. Looks like a picture of a dog or something. Never seen anything like it before. Nice.
You fucking need glasses, Makoto.
Right.
I think he needs to lay off the brownies.
Yeah, it's really...
Had a few too many.
I'm sorry, God, man. This is all of a sudden I need some of my fix.
Yeah. Lower half
My
of the body
God.
didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right?
No, not really.
The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it was totally blackened.
Totally charge.
Also, the top half of the body is wet. You know, from when I dumped water on it.
Yeah,
But like I just said, just like I told myself 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent corpse fires.
Oh my God.
Since he only threw water on the part that was on fire, top half, bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Why would there be?
Exploded body analysis. Checked
That's everything.
everything.
Away from the dead body. Now, for no reason at all, let's look at the chicken coop.
Ah, step away from the body. How did it get burned? How did it get burned?
How did it get burned? How did it get burned? How did it get burned?
For once, semi-appropriate. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop.
There were exactly 5 chickens.
I count 4 chickens.
Oh, wait. Huh?
4.
What's going on, Makoto?
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here?
Of course, there were precisely 5.
Yeah, right?
What's wrong?
There's only 4 chickens here now, or 1 short.
Huh?
So weird.
Oh my god.
It's so weird. Wonder when it disappeared.
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What? Did Monokuma grill one? Oh my god! He was talking about it. He was talking about that. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
The philosophy of Guido Mista.
Yummy. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished.
Uh-huh. Did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. What? Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Nice. Chicken coop chickens have... Chickens!
Chickens, Eddie!
The panel that controls the sprinklers. Set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? And if the body was here before them, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place.
Right.
Sprinklers.
Nice. Yes.
Maybe talk. There's also...
These look like fragments or something. They're all burnt, so I can't exactly be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? Have to double check that later. Nice.
Fragments near the dead body.
Knife.
Knife. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this?
Kniffy. It must be the Kniffy.
I was stuck in the body before it exploded. Force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Gee, I wonder why. Wait, is this? That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. Just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean that Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Nice. Knife.
It was secretly a wrestler.
Kniffy at the crime. My god. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up?
Kinda, yeah. If I remember right. He was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood in the body was still wet. Yakiya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. For how much blood there was in the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked.
Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So thank you, too. Nice.
10 seconds later, she forgets, oh, well, how was it again?
I mean, she'll eat a donut. I mean, if that's the case, she'll eat a donut and then remember.
I was about to say they rub their brain cells together. They're two brains.
That's brain food.
They're collective 2 brain cells.
Wow, bold of you to assume there's 2 there. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore.
Fair.
It's fair.
Yep. Oh, Hagakure.
It's 11 o'clock right now.
Duly noted. Okay, and?
For serious.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body.
Oh yeah, it was 9 o'clock when we found the body. The body was found, huh? Should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else is waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then?
What time is it?
Okay, so you're just intentionally not.
What do you mean?
Oh, if you read it, it didn't get picked up.
Well, because I didn't even see it, because Discord crashed.
Oh,
I'm back now.
okay. Yeah, it was just a flashback telling us it was around 9 o'clock.
You know,
I figured that was the case. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done.
Good detective work there.
Now my job is done. But you didn't do anything. Leave.
He wins by doing absolutely nothing.
That's a pretty small job.
When the body was found.
Okay, now the guy I was trying to talk to.
Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you.
Hey, me too. What do you want to talk about?
so in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Alibi?
that's
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear you where you were after nighttime began last night.
Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? What's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime.
No shit. How can you know that for sure?
Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here.
Ah, growing the good stuff.
And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden.
Logic.
However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night.
What?
Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis.
Which just leaves us and Kyoko.
yeah.
The only ones who don't have alibis,
Are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
and if the victim really is Kyoko.
And I'm the only one without an alibi.
Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you?
Telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so...
That's hardly an alibi.
I know.
So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here.
The only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it?
Nope.
Byakuya account.
Let's see. Sprinklers. Ba. What else am I missing? There's more to talk with him about.
In other words,
Nope.
Now. Maybe
Just seen
you
everything
should
there's-
maybe you should go peek in the shed.
Oh, right, the shed.
You know, the entire garden.
Yep. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Probably look into that. Could be related to the case. Or we could just look at it right the fuck now.
Right.
The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. The underside, totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me.
Tarp.
It's the one thing in here that concerns me. It's that fucking tarp.
The tarp.
I've checked everything I need to in this area. I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. Somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. So I need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? It's true. Is that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. The key to her room?
it's all clear now.
I'll simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room.
Then she did. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya?
If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial.
Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it.
I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story.
Fine.
Then, will you go with me?
Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Oh,
Okay.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not.
Come back later.
Okay.
Okay, and then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area.
Da-na-da-na.
Can I work? Should be able to.
You should be able to.
Go.
Meep. God fucking. There he is. Monokuma was laying dismantled on the floor, but figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it?
It's
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
bomb.
Bombs? A bomb?
Bomb.
Bombs?
And that bomb went missing. No doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden.
Fragments near the dead body.
Okay, I checked out everything else I can think of. What's left now is Kyoko's room. Should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Yes, just run down to the first floor to check out the thing and then come back. Think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
Hang on. You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, alright? Right? Very well, let's go.
Yeah, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms.
Well then, here we go.
Yakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole. Then,
And it's open.
Open sesame.
and open. Looks like it. Thanks. I just got done playing Borderlands 2.
Like,
Well, for tonight anyway. Still got a shit ton of DLC to go through still. So this is Kyoko's room. Gee, what's this on the table? Something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
what's that? What purpose does it serve?
I think it's probably a key.
Not the keys.
Not the keys. Not the keys.
Lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers.
I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse.
I believe it. It doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's
Yeah.
certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks.
Rich motherfucker with his private bath. Really? What?
Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to.
Dojo.
Ooh.
Dojo. Woodblock.
Woodblock key.
Such ignorance.
Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more.
Check the bed, I guess. Oh, right. Here's her bed. Don't see anything interesting here. At least not as far as the case is concerned. Here's the bathroom. Might have certain articles hanging out to dry. Better not look inside.
It could be Byakuya.
Possibly.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for?
Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here?
Sorry.
Regardless, we plan poking around at random. You're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here.
More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
Ooh.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me.
It's
I
like,
wonder if we should open that.
sure, I have it here somewhere. Found it.
What's in the envelope?
Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open.
Logic. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there?
Yeah, looks like it.
On
Under
the
the sheets. What could it be?
bed.
Well, now check the bed.
Yep. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? Found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile.
Yeah, looks like it. It's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key.
God, you're so annoying!
Hold up. Okay, go.
This isn't my line, I just wanted to say that part.
Fine, I'll tell you. There was a key and... That's it!
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said that a death without meaning was unappealing. This is what she left behind.
I don't have time for sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search.
Okay. Made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet.
Look.
Name,
Name,
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did.
Nice. The girl's profile. Yep.
Interesting.
The Ultimate Soldier. Mercenary group. Doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a completely different dimension. It's like one's nonfiction and the other is sci-fi. No way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. It was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. Then
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this.
Huh? Recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering.
Sounds like his family has some experience with them. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in.
I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir is already...
Found it.
Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit of a player, and a bit player is becoming our hero.
Ah, it's you!
What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile?
So what if we did?
Hey.
Hey.
Now.
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything.
Come on now.
In case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there is no rule against stealing, is there?
Not that I saw.
Ooh, but who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. How can I have you complaining about how unfair and all it is? Now can I?
Nice read there, buddy.
In fact, on subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting.
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking, I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
in other words,
That's right! There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes indeed.
The total number of students taking part of this killing game was actually 16!
16? Then
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Turnabout is is fair play, motherfucker.
God damn it.
You think you're the only one that gets to do this?
Hold on, I'm trying to think of something. Careful, you idiot. I said across her nose, not up it.
Your balls are showing.
That's a good one, too.
The 16th student.
I knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes.
Only one man would dare to use raspberry.
Lone Star.
Watch out for her.
We're having too much fun with this.
I know, right? 16th student, Muguro Igusaba. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Did you say something?
Why are you telling us this?
That's fun. Oh well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings.
Mm.
And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page.
God damn.
Despair.
I don't want to wake up a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well now.
Okay. That's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Oh boy. Revenge?
I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you.
Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
And that's why the gloves stay on. What?
So about that body.
Okay, now, that's all you get.
So about that body, huh?
Yep.
Ta-ta for now.
Monokuma's account.
Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars?
Alright.
Wait, so on the back of her hand... You know, you did tell me that you didn't think that was actually Kyoko.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah. But I still don't believe this is her.
So who
Tattoo.
is it?
Well, that's the question then, isn't it? Wait,
I
but
think we're
no.
gonna find out.
Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... it's fake nails on the corpse.
That's what's killing me is those fucking fingernails.
Are you thinking about Kyoko again?
Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap.
His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make
Oh,
me think
Jesus.
all.
Damn it, Yaka.
And Byakuya casts vicious mockery.
Ugh.
Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us?
He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
Right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules of this game. But why would he tell us that, and why now?
He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later.
But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair.
Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko.
What?
That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game.
Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko?
Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit.
Huh? What makes you say that?
We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us?
That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit.
So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion.
That's what makes sense to me.
Sounds like it, yeah.
The way you say it, it definitely seems possible. If that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is?
Well, then I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation.
Should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? So, Mukuro is connected to this case, which is probably why Monokuma said that. Or he said that to throw us off.
Hard to say.
Or maybe...
There are wooden lockers here. You use woodblock keys, just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right?
Should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh look, it has the number 6 on it. Take out the
Well,
woodblock
what do you
key. Take out the woodblock key and insert it into the locker's metal lock, and the locker eagerly accepted the key, and it opened.
But the magic number's 9. Wait, wrong game.
There are arrows in here. Looks like 10 arrows in total.
They look like they're made of titanium. Which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are.
Titanium.
Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks.
Titanium. Strong sticks.
Titanium arrows.
Titanium.
Yeah, Titania, queen of the fairies. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. Wadded up ball of duct tape. Wonder what this was
Yeah,
used
you know.
for.
Yeah, you know Titania. She's got long red hair, rides a horse. Wait, wrong game.
Now she's got long red hair, can wear a bunch of armor. Oh wait, also wrong game.
I feel like that's the same game. Same wrong game.
What, fairy tale?
Well, I mean, that's also one.
What were
I
you
heard she's
thinking?
really good at using axes. Wait, wrong game. No, there's a fire up character named Titania.
Ah. Okay, that explains that.
She's she's with Ike.
I heard she's a
Of
light
course.
warden. Oh wait, wrong game.
Yeah, that's all. That's also the wrong game.
Is that a blood stain?
See.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case.
This duct tape is related to the case somehow. Well, judging by the blood, I would say so. But how
Perhaps.
Could it Perhaps. But how could it possibly be involved?
Blood duct tape.
Nice. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Good question.
Why?
Or perhaps...
Yakuya?
Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location.
Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research
right.
on Fenrir.
Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that?
Is it
Library.
obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something?
Exactly. Research.
Come on, Makoto.
Are you talking about the archive? It That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry.
I'm not gonna lie, I was already expecting Ding Dong Bing Bong.
No, you jumped the gun.
A little bit.
I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here.
Yakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand. Gee, I fucking wonder why. He went straight to a shelf in the back.
Ah, here we go.
He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this.
Get a load of this.
Take a look at this.
I have no idea what it says. What language is this?
How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French?
Hey, I did
This
the
is
same.
Japan, not fucking Canada.
Ugh,
I mean, I lived in Canada for a long time and I never took French.
right.
I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French.
I don't speak
Well-
French.
Well, whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over.
I'm le du fromage.
That's about all the French you know.
That is one thing I kind of wonder, though. Like, is it a regional thing? Because, like, Canada's supposed to be at least, like, partially French.
It's one province.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense, then.
It's one province, and I've lived far away from it.
Gotcha. 100 times. Isn't that kind of extreme?
Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East.
Let's look at a badass picture here.
Unlike military contractors, they're a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity.
However,
At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension with the group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it?
this all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality.
Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world.
I'm just going to skip the Little Mermaid joke.
Good.
Part of that world.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the bullet for me on that one.
Of course.
So, should I punch him now or later?
Oh, there you go.
Their battlefields are much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting.
This is excited face.
Exciting.
My excitement.
Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use.
So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir.
Now that you mentioned it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right?
That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that?
That Fenrir bit off a guy's hand?
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Okay, now the tattoo on the hand makes sense.
Now it clicked?
Well, not that. I mean, why on the hand specifically?
Hmm.
What? Got a tattoo of Fenrir? What'd that mean?
Mukuro Ikusaba's profile has been updated.
Like, I didn't think there was any meaning behind it being on the hand specifically. Like, them having that tattoo at all. It makes sense. It's just, I didn't think they would try to connect it mythologically.
Ding dong, bing bong.
I mean, the name itself is a mythological reference.
Time
Yep.
is utterly
I know,
silent,
but still.
and yet it constantly
didn't-
assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena.
I just didn't think they'd go that deep with it.
It damages us little by little until the end.
You've played this
You
game
should
before.
really think about
I
Multiple
just want
times.
to point that out. I just want to point that out.
Yes, but all of that was before I learned that.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot.
Okay, just to clarify, I'm referring to the fact that Fenrir in mythology bit off a dude's hand. And Mukuro had the
On her hand.
Yes.
See you later.
I was not aware of that at the other times I played this game.
Dun, 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 dun.
The more you know, yes.
Yes.
Then the time has come.
And so have I.
No.
Wait a minute.
No, the time is now.
The end is nay.
All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
Brought past the breaking point. I set my soul on fire. It would seem that way. Let's go.
And we ain't stopping. We jumping balls deep into this bitch.
Oh yeah, we are. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word.
I mean, for him, I'm pretty sure that's expected at this point.
We were investigating, of course. How can you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What, are you jealous?
Yes, extremely.
Yes, extreme.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
Both.
What?
Stop talking. And brace yourselves. He'll be here any moment.
Stop talking. And brace yourselves.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
Any second now.
Any second. You can show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But I stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. Then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or...
Oh, what?
Jesus!
Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why'd you waste my time and make me wait like that?
Huh? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange that punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here.
Watashi ga kita. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
Kyoko!
Hey!
Let's go!
She's alive!
I'm here, and no rule's been broken.
Kyoko!
Kyoko, you're still alive? No! That's a ghost!
Hold your pot. Damn it.
Spirit!
Stop talking.
Hey, that's his line.
Hey,
That's my line. That's my line. Stop.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later.
Remember that line.
Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll just be one step ahead of you.
Really?
Remember that line. I'll make you be sorry later.
Monokuma was gone. We all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
So you really didn't die?
Obviously.
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm glad you're okay. Perhaps. But it's not necessarily a good thing for us.
Right.
Huh?
He's right! Now we gotta deal with a ghost!
Stop talking, please.
I told you, stop talking!
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial.
However, looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator.
Master, wait for me!
Um...
Good call. Who knows what may happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial's all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started.
I don't know if that's a good idea to talk to her while the camera's there, though.
Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
the second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered.
Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I?
Easy to say.
That's why you were late.
however,
Sorry, I kept you all waiting.
But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
Monokuma is a tool. What?
Okay, cool.
What?
Yoko, now.
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Right there, Hina-chan.
We can go over. Oh,
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation,
it would seem
because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me.
for her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial's important for everyone, right? Why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well,
Well, if that's all,
Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right?
you're not kind of overthinking it, Makoto.
And the last one left, I stepped into the elevator.
I mean, for her not being around for most of the time, she's sus as well.
A bit. The door slid shut,
perhaps.
and the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. It's kind of like when you're one of a few people in a theater. Can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. Clumsy, in that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. Just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. It wasn't the illuminating light of hope, but the blinding light of despair.
Don't go to the light. Oh, Jesus. Changed up.
Or Candyland, take your pick.
Yeah.
Candyland! Ah, I've been waiting for this. Feel like it's been forever since we got together like this.
I've been waiting for this.
Don't let me hear you, son of a... Wait for pointless jokes and Josh has passed.
Are you sure about that?
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show.
Woo! So the curtain opened for the 5th time. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Save.
I'm pretty sure we got an ability.
Before you do that, I need to take a wicked piss.
A wicked pisser.
Yeah, so
Go
if you
for
need
it,
to go,
then.
need to use the bathroom, now's the time.
Yep, I'll do the same.
Now would be a good time. Gives me time to grab a snack.
Has returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you. He's not back still?
Not yet.
Okay. Alright.
Either he's not back, or he's pulling a Monokuma and just standing in the corner the entire time. Though it's probably the first.
I'm sure there's gonna be a fucking twist in here.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it's just... Fucking hell. This is a confusing fucking chapter. How many chapters are in this?
6.
6, alright, so we're getting near
There's
the...
more. Oof. And all the chapters obviously been connected, but perhaps something connects these two. Perhaps these last 2 chapters are even more connected.
Hmm. Ah. I'll be right back for a second.
Okay. And he's still not back.
No!
But you know what? You did say something about a twist.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, perfect timing.
Oh, yeah.
What was that screaming I heard?
Screaming.
Oh, probably because of me. I was like,
Alright.
No!
Yeah, sorry, it took a little long. I decided to make myself a little something.
alright.
Makes sense.
You believe that was the only one? Yep.
That was the only one, yeah.
Alright, let's do this, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
All rise!
Let's
All
begin
right.
with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out an okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify
Oh boy,
who
mac and cheese.
exactly the unidentified victim is.
Ooh.
Yummy!
Go. There's no other explanation.
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
I want to slap this guy so hard.
And stuff.
Well, that's
She has legs and stuff.
She has legs and
the
stuff.
latest evolution in ghost technology.
I am going to.
How much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare
Apparently.
Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. The gloves.
He's her piercing glare.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
You know, the trick to making those
Uh-oh.
mac and
And
cheese
would you
cups
happen to know the
more
answer?
edible is to use milk instead of water.
Well,
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have
Oh.
scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They
Nope.
probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
no.
I'm
No.
not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
I swear, dude. Shut your mouth.
He had a triple dose before we went in there.
In case won't move forward.
Don't have any choice but to.
Have to investigate. Of course.
Make your argument.
Let's argue! Oh,
Oh, which one?
I believe the one we want is fake nails.
There is just a ghost. Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Aha! I remembered.
wrong.
No, you're wrong.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been.
That's
a pretty big
fine.
pain.
That's.
Plus, we were just gonna cover them anyway. Why wear fake
Kyoko
nails at
wears
all?
Gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Choose your words carefully.
It's you.
Yeah.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Right.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
But we knew that already.
Obvious since she's standing right here.
Right.
Okay.
The pothead over here is
Who's
just.
the real victim?
Dumbass.
We need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
My God.
For anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from here.
Let's argue.
Make your argument.
It's either tattoo or body analysis.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
A double shot.
And there wasn't any description in the
Nice
Monochrome
shot.
file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Haha!
Yeah, very good.
I was correct.
Very good.
Correct.
There is one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
For real? Unusual death. This I gotta see.
Don't even say it.
Mustache.
I wasn't
God
going
damn
to.
it.
Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what
Opie
you're
was the one who
talking
said
about.
it, not me.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Hina.
Figuring out who
Don't
it
even say
was. Is the tattoo on the back of her
I love that I put the idea in your head now.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Everyone just
Oh my
slowly
God,
turns like
Coco.
Coco.
They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Compare the tattoo to other information. Leave.
I got it!
This.
You want the profile,
Fenrir
yep.
Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Osama belonged to.
You okay there?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
To show that you're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The big doggo.
Popper!
Hangman.
But can you spell the word wolf?
Woof.
God damn it.
Oh, fucking H.
You fucked it!
Now I understand.
Just came to
The
hear that
letter-
one going now.
The letter H.
Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok.
Hole.
It's from Norse
That's what it
mythology.
said.
A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's
Makes
the
sense that
child
she'd
of the
know.
trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Also correct.
After all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the all-star.
See, there was also Midgard Stormer and one other whose name escapes me at the moment.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
Logic.
Hold on.
What?
Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are
Yeah,
you saying the
she is
mastermind
connected.
is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No, it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at clarification. Now then,
Music
so
change.
nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in
There's
total
only
that have been
16.
taking part in these events.
Only 16. Monokuma confirmed that.
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
That's so it would seem.
This time!
That's what we're here to
Get a
figure
hold
out.
of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Yeah.
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it!
Yeah, you
Mukuro and
do.
the
We've narrowed it
headmaster.
down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of
I was
which is
hoping
to
Monokuma
say,
would chime in
the
about
four
him
of
getting
us all have
dismantled.
alibis. The only ones without alibis
Oh, man.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
The only suspect now are me and Kyoko.
Yeah, this is pretty tense here.
Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then. I'm not going to read this because, my god.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The game has begun.
It has begun.
Game is afoot. Make it clear when the body ended up in the garden.
Make your argument.
Sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Wrong one. You were way off.
We've established a time. It took place
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
and 9 o'clock. Yep. And
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have
any objections, now would be the time.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9
No, you're on the right.
in morning.
You're on the right thing.
Okay.
And
But you keep missing it.
That's more than enough time. So Makoto, if you have
Yeah,
any
yeah,
objections,
yeah,
now
yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
But you keep missing the damn thing.
Established a time
Not
frame
perfect.
for the murder. It took place
Nope.
somewhere between 10 o'clock.
No, it's wrong.
Counter.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you say such a...
That's not what it means, Toko.
The
Toko,
mouth
no.
down south.
No, that's not that mouth.
He wanted to pause at that line.
Because it's a fucking ridiculous line.
Yeah, it is.
It is ridiculous, but why'd you have to pause on it?
Because it's ridiculous.
Why'd you have to pause on a
Saying that the
euphemism?
body was wet, but not
Because it was a
because of the
ridiculous
sprinklers.
euphemism.
Ugh.
And I want to emphasize its
Are
ridiculousness.
you trying to deny my entire existence?
Might be doing Byakuya a favor in that way. In that case.
It wasn't the sprinkler. You'd better tell us why.
Because you throw a bucket of water. God damn it.
Well, remember, she was unconscious during that part. And apparently no one bothered to fucking tell her.
She was Genocide Jack.
Also that.
That too.
She wasn't unconscious, she was just the other her.
Well, I mean, clearly the...
Oh,
clearly
dance
supposed to
party
knock her
again.
the fuck out.
Admit nothing. I hate you. No. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No. I
strike.
Say it wasn't the sprinkler.
This should prove it.
Right.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Yeah,
Let's
same
just
here.
move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Good job, buddy.
The only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Well,
Well, I just put her on the spot.
I mean, she does have an alibi, though. She's
I'd
told
just
us.
like to say one thing.
Yes.
You vote for me, and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You boys, shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
that easy.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Hang on a second.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Oh shit.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Kyoko trying to throw us
All
under
it
the
takes
bus.
is covering
Yeah.
the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Makoto, you've seen this something.
Yeah, but
It have been.
sh-
There it is. There we go.
I got
Tarp.
Torp,
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
torp, torp.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so that it cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer?
Sure, she has her reasons.
Tarp. It was used the way Kyoko said. Her must have touched the body, right? The body.
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said.
Yep.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was
Yeah.
facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counter. Counter.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they used it.
No.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Right.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Where would they have gotten that?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
I mean, that did happen once, but I don't think.
When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
No! No!
Mean?
No!
The chicken.
Which means there was a second victim. Which means there was a second victim. The chicken!
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
And now we know what happened to that ever-important 5th chicken.
Oh, poor chicken.
Someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a chicken just to do
That's
something like
messed
that
up.
is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Wow.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Not necessarily.
That's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait.
I don't know, that doesn't look normal to
The
me.
head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then
There you
that
go.
settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Actually, what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Damn.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Whoops.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Oh shit. Kyoko's got us in a fucking bind.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Ugh.
Suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? Don't understand. Nice.
Disguised dead body.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin.
No.
50-50
No.
odds.
Fuck the coin flip.
See?
No.
Good idea,
I mean, it's
right?
better odds than it's fortune telling.
No, not that. I just remembered
I'm at
something
least
super
30%
serious.
right.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Knife.
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it.
Oh. Yeah.
The
I had a feeling that knife was gonna be a bad thing.
Now that we have
We
the
were supposed to hang
Kniffy,
on to.
now that we have the Kniffy, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Togo keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway.
So what to do?
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Huh? Me?
Oh boy.
The knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
Flashback!
Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. Thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
Seems pretty sus, bro.
Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
12,000 this time?
That's more than 30.
Fucking hell. This is bad.
It's not great.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well,
yes.
Getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible
Stab,
man you are, Makoto.
Yep.
What a horrible, horrible man.
The knife we found it's the same one. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had that automatic, well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Fuck.
Wrong thing.
Incorrect.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the
This
same
guy.
one. It really is, isn't it?
if he did have that seals it. Just because I had that automatic, well,
Getting stabbed is what...
There we go.
There we go.
Now you got the right one.
wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what
Do I
killed
imagine whenever
Muro.
Makoto's just thinking and
That
doing the
should be
poses, everyone
clear
else
from
is
the
looking at him
description of
like,
the
what the
cover-up
fuck?
we just heard.
Lies! We never talked
Wait,
about
what?
killed her.
Oh, chat.
No, don't you remember?
No.
The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Written down for everyone to see. A Monokuma file.
Monokuma file!
States that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the
Most
knife-
people forget about the Monokuma
It's like,
file.
oh yeah.
Another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body
There goes
afterward
Toko
was
flying.
probably meant to do the same. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Yep.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Good question.
If you
Next
bothered
question.
We're about to
with
answer
that
that.
lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Savage.
Oh,
So
Byakuya.
smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level
Shut the
spontaneous
fuck up.
combustion.
I know, shut up.
Dumb. But even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go be dumb somewhere else.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Yeah.
done! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
The quantum particle!
Was the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Please chime in, Monokuma.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Bomb?
Anyway, the
Bombs?
culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect, you, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
See, it's weird that they both have answers to being suspected.
Yep.
And all
Monokuma
these
file number
answers.
5.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Only you.
Then shall we continue?
You absorbed the wrong
Oh.
one.
Yep.
The victim's fatal injury has.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire.
Then shall we continue
The debate. The victim's
fatal injury has yet to be determined.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head.
I was
she
this close to
suffered.
getting that one wrong.
Yeah.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh,
Damn.
I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even
No.
possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Donk.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I
Pickaxe
wouldn't
expert
test it
Toto.
on you if you want.
I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
Smart.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the
Byakuya,
same
rein in
page
your
this
pet,
time.
please.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell
Well?
them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
gun! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her.
Yeah.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
There's about to be a part 2.
That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure?
Indeed.
That sounds kind of weird.
And here comes
How
part
dare
2.
you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
One more thing about that weapon. One more secret.
Well,
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
and here's the part 2.
The arrows were
You're
duct
right.
taped together.
Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Bullshit.
Oh no.
Unfortunately,
You absolutely
that's a
have.
lie,
How can you
Kyoko.
say that with such confidence?
I mean, she's been to the
We have
dojo.
proof, of course, don't we, Makoto?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do have
What's the
proof.
matter?
That we
Surely
do.
you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know
Aw.
what'll happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
Right.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence?
Yes, you do.
Kyoko went to the dojo. Connected to that dojo lock.
The key.
How about the key?
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here.
Oh.
The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
Well,
Your
hang on.
non-existent alibi, your motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
Hang on.
This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? that mean she... Does that mean she likes me?
Goddamn.
I had to.
You're really overthinking this, Makoto.
To mean that Kyoko? She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Well, hang on, Byakuya.
I'm warning
She
you.
killed someone to protect him. Why would she be trying to throw him under the
I'm not
bus?
the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
But Byakuya, you're kind of...
You should know better than anyone I didn't do it.
Byakuya?
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
Byakuya?
Should know.
What?
Byakuya, she just checkmated you.
Byakuya should know better than anyone. What does that mean? When the body was found.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Did you just fire that?
Yeah. Was that right?
You gotta reabsorb it.
Fuck.
You're right.
Exactly. I'm not.
Noise you made me think otherwise.
Master would never.
There's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated you said I hid
And then left the locker key in my own room. But
No, you had it right.
I've done that.
Okay.
I didn't say
Fucking
wait.
make that noise right.
I didn't.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
There we go.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Huh? Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant.
He's like,
And if
shit,
I had
that's
the
right.
key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
But she did.
Now the suspicion falls on
I
Byakuya.
couldn't possibly put the
Oh,
locker
boy.
key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. With a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. This just isn't like her. Try and save herself with such a desperate lie.
Hang on.
Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? There's some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap Mastermind had laid for us.
Mastermind's trap. Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? Should I?
I have an idea.
You have a choice.
Mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong?
What do I do?
Well, run away. Well, let's choose the first option.
All right. I was actually going to leave it up to Opie, but if you say so.
There was a lie.
Well, this is important.
Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
This is
You
important.
said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko's definitely lying. Must be because some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden.
Make your argument.
Kyoko's account.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, that's wrong. No, Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school. Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Number one, that scene.
You're saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time.
There's two reasons.
okay?
There's two reasons I said. There's two reasons I said pick the top one.
Why? At least one of
Since
them.
we already know who the black
Go ahead.
end is, don't
I think you know what number one is, but do you
Yeah.
know what number two is?
I might need a refresher.
I'm gonna Kyoko this one.
Okay.
I wanted to pick the second one.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
There's actually three reasons.
I take it this is a bad ending route here.
You'd be correct on that.
Yeah.
That's why. That's not what I wanted to see, goddammit.
Monokuma.
Yeah, but I was supposed to pick, goddammit. Damn. This has got a real bad taste in my mouth now. I'm not kidding. This is not funny at all.
Just wait.
Read the line,
Wait.
Opie.
Good job, you got it right.
I'm Kyokoing this.
You're right.
You got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. Something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Muting the mic.
There's four reasons actually.
Fucking
I'd
how
rather
many
not-
reasons are you gonna come up with?
4. There's only 4.
Can I make the pick next after this?
It'll go right back to that. Don't worry. That's reason number 1. Reason
Oh, I
number
thought
1
this
is
was
it
reason
goes
number
right.
one.
Reason number 1 is it goes right back to that choice. Reason number 2 is because she actually does not have an unused punishment. She has this.
Fuck your reasons. I want to pick the good ending, please.
You will.
Seriously?
You will because
You will.
You will because you will. It goes right back to that. Also, I love how one of the choices was run away.
Yeah.
That doesn't really,
I want to see what happens when you pick that after school lesson.
Right.
I've never picked run away because it was obviously not okay.
I'm not watching this.
Actually,
No, I don't
now
blame
that I think about it, after watching this, reason number 4 doesn't exist.
What was reason number 4 then?
That there were actually some differences in the visuals,
A little bit.
but there's not. I just looked at it.
Yeah, this is...
That's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. So I had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or... Regardless, that truth was lost forever. Even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. The end of Mukuro's class trial. In the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. If the case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We'd obtain peace in exchange for the lives of all the others.
Reason number 3.
I had a
Yasuhiro's
feeling.
prediction came true.
Peace, but only
Wow.
inside the school.
Why does he have a picture of Toko?
Good question. Better question, why
I
is he
think I've-
smiling?
I have a theory.
It's the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Huh?
Kodo, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
For a claim? Oh, that's right, I have to... Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not?
Same scene.
Shit.
Run away! Run away!
Should we
Run
pick
away!
Can I choose here?
Sure.
Please pick run away!
Let's let it go.
Alright.
I still want to
Thank you.
see run away.
Tell you what, I'll record it and we can comment on it
Yeah,
later.
you do it on your
Oh,
own
God.
time.
Run away! Run away! I should have said that one first.
I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
And here comes Monokuma.
A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Voting time.
I hate you.
Success. Hey.
Nice!
Nice.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I think you know where this is going.
Ja-ja.
Even though this is totally wrong.
Yep,
But-
that's complete bullshit.
But
It is.
it gave
bullshit.
it, but the results screen came up, so I believe this is the correct answer.
What? You think I'm the killer?
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault.
Oh, thanks, Toko.
Everyone, you're wrong. Got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey,
It makes perfect sense.
I'm out of order. You're out of order. This whole courtroom's out of order. The vending machine is out of order.
Ooh, candy.
After that whole talk with Yasuhiro on those scenes, we had to see his prediction come true, though.
Yeah.
It couldn't be left.
It's the same as always, just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko,
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
And muting my mic once more.
Again, I believe she has her reasons.
So guess what? You were right again.
Right about...
About Makoto. Dead as fuck.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that there's gonna be something going on here.
After school lesson.
I mean, after all, an MC can't die, can they?
It's still a sex ed lesson.
Oh, are you serious? That's what the... Oh, I didn't even notice
Yeah.
the damn chalkboard. Fucking Monokuma. Ah! See? I knew there was something to... Alter Ego saves the day! Aha!
Or does he? I think Monokuma's more freaked out that it didn't go the way he planned it.
He's like, what, excuse me?
Huh?
Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on?
What's this? What's this?
Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
Best part is that I'm not even in the scene.
This is...
Alter ego.
Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network! Damn it all to hell! I don't believe this! No way!
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No. You miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
There were 4 parallel universes ahead of you.
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why, you're talking like you've already won! I barely felt a thing! It was a pinch! An itch! That stupid virus is gone now! Got it? And so is Makoto! Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again! To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit! And away, that's an even better special punishment! But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world!
Have fun, Riddles.
Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
Kodo just rises like the milkman out of nowhere.
Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed.
Oh,
Massive high school towers over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area.
And we're back at the beginning!
No!
It was all a dream.
nice.
It was all a dream! Game is starting over, no! Like the school stands at the center of the entire world.
I think we gotta keep going a little bit longer.
Yeah, at least until it tells us to save. Hope's Peak
Well,
Academy brings in top students from every field imaginable. The government-funded school of privilege. Consider that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. Hundreds of years of tradition sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. Standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me.
Wait a minute.
What? Where am I? Woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. Body felt heavy. It'd be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? In any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on around here?
In fact, it's not a classroom at all.
And we're back. Finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. Then, I was awake. Or was this just another dream? Is this the real life or is this just fantasy?
Oh my god.
No one's here to slap him.
Dream
What?
inside... dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. By the way, look at that thing on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
Remember
Monokuma there.
It was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. Must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Gonna be stuck here till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. Remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. Used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. With that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was start to looking for a way out of here.
Well. Rattle, rattle.
Figures.
It's locked. Rattle, rattle.
Rattle, rattle.
No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Not getting out of here anytime soon. I had to look around for some food. Plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. I should search for some water. Gotta be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. Still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was...
Yell.
Go to sleep.
Take a nap.
Sleep was deep and uninterrupted. My only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep, like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly.
The crunch.
What the
fuck?
Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake.
Trash.
As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been?
I'll look up then.
Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Fucking rude. A giant piece of trash. Rude.
Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
Oh, speaking of trash,
Smells
I mean, hi.
awful.
No, Kyoko, sorry about that. That was a joke.
To be fair, I was going to say, oh look, it's the giant pile of trash that threw me under the bus.
Oh, nice hat, by the way.
Again, fucking rude. Oh, is there something in my head?
Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
What are you doing here?
So,
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair.
Yeah,
You ever hit a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then face me
I
again?
like the hat though.
First, I have something for you. It's some brownies.
It's bread, pop bread.
I mean, I had to get it specially made. I said it was morning, but really I was bringing it here.
Not like I care about you or anything.
Had to get
Baka.
Had to special
I
order
don't
it from
talk.
Hero.
I don't talk like that. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
Thank you! Snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Wait. I got something for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get the heavy sound. That was delicious.
That was delicious! Whew, that really hit the spot. I've got all the energy I need to keep going. Runs up to the door, starts checking it again. Rattle, rattle.
So you still haven't given up then?
Nope. Of course not. Rattle, rattle. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Well, I don't talk like that. 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 I don't That's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Right. Talk.
But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So,
To pay a debt. No. To atone.
Atone?
you.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
I mean, it was written all over your face.
It's...
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
Well, I should have known that you knew that I knew. But if you knew that I knew that you knew that I knew...
You're ruining the moment. Stop it. I abandoned you.
Legend has it he knew.
Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. You just threw me under the bus, like a giant pile of garbage.
Like where we're at right now. Hey.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But, listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost.
Why did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do.
What?
I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
indeed.
That's right. At least I did once.
Once?
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
You forgot? But that's...
I had no memory of what my purpose was.
No memory? That's impossible.
Amnesia?
Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school?
The first thing. Talking about when we fainted, right? Fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
Mastermind. One of us. If you believe that, then of course you couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
But I know you're not the mastermind. You're too stupid to be.
Gee, thanks.
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition. But
Well, there you go.
I see. Your intuition was right, though. No way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen,
are you okay?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
I don't know about that.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Anyway.
Makoto!
Oh, right, that's my line. Said you had a reason for...
Makoto, why are you staring blankly at me?
He's like, I'm staring at contest.
Sorry, the brownies kicked in. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So
You're
how'd that
bad
turn
at
out?
You have bad self-control when it comes to these brownies. God.
Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
You mentioned your ability.
My ability. What everyone should have known me for.
Drum roll, please.
I'm the ultimate detective.
That's right.
Makes sense.
Fits you. Fits her really well.
The ultimate detective.
correct.
And the reason I came to host Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
You had to find someone. Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
Da 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 da!
Oh.
in
Interesting.
other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains... When Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way.
Yeah, she was really pissed on that.
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter what.
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what did you see in there?
so,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and it confirmed my suspicion. I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
Interesting.
So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
I...
the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
Sounds like it must be important. Really ominous.
However...
Of course, once I got... Yeah, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
Has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
No, you're right. That just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With
Restrictions.
minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. Does it sound like Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations?
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What's that?
There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto.
I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You mean
A moment in the bedroom.
during the night?
I can hear them, you know.
What, people's thoughts?
The footsteps of the god of death.
Oh.
People's thoughts too, but that's a different ability. I can hear the god of death as he moves.
Really? I thought the god of death was a woman.
Have you seen death?
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
You've got the wrong perception of death.
Calliope Mori joke. Moving on.
The ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell.
But I didn't see any Metroids.
Oh! God damn it.
I'm going to punch you for that one. I know I trust you, but stop being stupid. And I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
Damned Lucha Libre.
That wasn't the end. That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the masked assailant was. They ended up dead,
Correct.
and their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? Mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed a class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
Alright.
The other ultimate despair.
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
There's another.
It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
Talking about...
That's right.
What happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It seems...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this.
Interesting.
That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5.
Done.
100-mile dash. Pain of a food junk food junkie. 6.
Yep, nothing.
6. To be continued. 3 Mile and Rocket.
Steve, rocket present.
Fuck!
I'm alive. Yes.
What do you mean, fuck?
I mean, I figured it'd be a 3-hour fucking thing, but still.
I mean, it was a 3-hour thing.
Almost.
Kind of sad it wasn't 4.
Yeah. At the pace we're going, I imagine at least 2 more episodes.
Okay.
Well, the next chapter's got a lot.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure most of that is in the class trial.
Well, most of it's what comes before that, too.
Okay.
Alright.
Either way, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you liked this video, leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe and the bell. And we'll see you guys next time.
Laters.
He's still alive. We better fix that.
Yeah.
DanganRonpa.